Hi, thank you for purchasing CyDrums. In this video, I'll walk you through the basic workflow to help you get started. CyDrums is an 8-track drum machine with 22 unique sound structures, each designed for different instruments. It's super intuitive. You can tweak everything on the fly without stopping the sequence, keeping your creativity flowing. Each track uses 7 parameter pads to shape your sound. First, select the SND sound pad. Hold a trackpad and press the step buttons to drop notes in. Turn the A knob to quickly choose sounds. Press the A knob to open the sound patch search and browse a sound from the list. On the sound screen, C knob adjusts pitch. D knob controls release. Press it to tweak volume. 550 preset sound patches ready to go. Just pick a track, tweak sound, and you're set. Now, let's check out FLT, filter pad. Let's pick a low shelf filter and set it up. There's also a filter envelope, so you can shape how the filter changes over time. Add snares. The amp screen lets you adjust your ADSR envelope with the AD knobs. You can also set reverb send levels and effect bus routing per track. Turn up the reverb send. It's kinda hard to hear on this sound. Let's switch the kick's effect bus and send it directly to the reverb. All effect settings, including reverb, are controlled in the EFX effect screen. You've got 5 routing options here. Press the A knob to set effect 1, B for effect 2, C for reverb, and D for the master effect. Let's add a compressor to effect 2. Just select Rack Comp from the effect list and hit OK to turn it on. Ooh, let's tweak the reverb settings while we're at it. Let's throw in some hi-hats. Hi-hats track, sound. Press the A. Use the CH tag to quickly select a closed hi-hats. Instantly direct input notes into all 16 steps. In CFG, the config screen, you can set basic sequence parameters like the note length of step or number of steps in sequence for each track. The dice controls the probability of a note playing, and I'm feeling lucky. You can even set probability per step using the parameter locking direct input function. This works for almost all parameters. Let's add toms next. TT track, sound. Press the A. Let's try using the tag search. TT, then trad. Use the D-pad to pick a sound. To play pitched toms, turn on pad mode. Let's add a high tom here and a low tom here. Even though CyDrums is a synthesizer built for drum sounds, you can create all kinds of sounds, not just drums. Let's add a synth bass on track 5. Now, quickly making a sound here. Press the edit button in the sound. First, let's switch the sound structure to Cy bass. I'll raise the pitch a bit. Something like this. Pad mode again. Let's record in real time. Then, let's use quantize and config to tighten up the timing. Next, let's check out modulation screen, one of CyDrums' coolest features. Mod lets you assign almost any parameter to pad velocity or aftertouch, shaping sounds with your fingertips. First, I'll assign velocity to the low-pass filter parameter in the sound structure. Tweak the sensitivity. Oh yeah, you can also use an envelope for modulation, so let's assign this one to the same low-pass filter as well. Now, moving on to aftertouch. I'll assign the noise low-pass filter to mod 1 and tune to mod 2. I'll adjust how much each one is applied. Alright, let's record that in. Hold that funk. Apply pressure to the trackpad to record only the modulation. Mod also controls wavetable selection, reverb send, and tons more for super dynamic, evolving sounds. The most distinctive and exciting parameter, Padask, oscillator screen. In Oscillator, you pick and edit the core wavetable shaping your sound. Now, I'll focus on Oscillator and go over some basic sound design. Let's take bass drum as an example. First, different sound structures have different editable parameters. So let's reload the sound to reset. Sound structure list. For this time, I'll go with bass drum metallic. Bass drum metallic consists of 2 wavetable oscillators, a noise oscillator, and tick oscillator. Oscillator 1. Turn the A knob to select a wavetable. I'll go to the sine wave morph 2. CyDrums comes with 64 unique wavetables, each with up to 256 single-cycle waveforms. Tweaking scan mode, speed, curve, and range creates incredibly diverse sounds. C knob controls the scan direction with modes. And D knob sets the scan speed. Press the D knob to adjust the scan curve and control wavetable scanning over time. Sorry, forgot to shoot. B knob controls amp release. Press B for the end and C for the start of the scan. Oscillator 2 has the same parameters. So let's check out the noise oscillator. This adds attack to the sound. A knob selects the noise type and C knob adjusts the level. D knob sets the length of time. If you choose resonance noise, you can use B knob to tweak the peak frequency. Something like this. Alrighty, let's move on to the tick oscillator. This uses ultra-short pulses to add clicks and transients to the sound. Just like the noise oscillator, A knob selects the pulse type. C knob controls the level. B knob adjusts the length of time. These 2 oscillators might not stand out, but they're super important for drum sound design. Oh yeah, and you can press the A knob to mute each one and isolate them while designing sounds. Make a sound in Oscillator, then tweak it deeper in Sound Edit. In bass drum metallic, you can use FM and ring modulation to create complex bass drum sounds. Let's tweak Oscillator 2's FM level and decay time. Bass drum type sound structures primarily use pitch sweep synthesis, with the S icon on screen representing it. Ratio adjusts the pitch ratio of Oscillator 2 to Oscillator 1. Alright, let's design a snare drum. For this, I'll use the SD-FM sound structure. Just like bass drum metallic, it consists of 2 wavetable oscillators, a noise oscillator and a tick oscillator. For Oscillator 1, I'll pick a wavetable with more noise content to make an acoustic-style snare. In this sound structure, Oscillator 2 acts as the FM modulator. Go into Sound Structure screen. Adjust Oscillator 2's FM modulation level with decay and level. Using ratio changes the modulator's pitch. Tune adjusts the overall pitch. Let's use a low shelf filter to shape the snare's bottom end. Okay. Fine-tune the amp decay. Now let's adjust the snare's snappiness with the noise oscillator in Oscillator. Finally, we'll tweak the tick oscillator to control the attack of the snare. Let's hear how these two sounds blend together. Oh, and here's a quick tip. If you hold function while pressing a trackpad, you can select a track without triggering its sound. One of the best things about CyDrums is that you can do deep sound editing without stopping playback, making sound design fast and fun. Alright, let's wrap it up with one of CyDrums' most fun and performance-ready features. Let's play a pattern. First, the mixer. Use the D-pad to select a track and adjust a level, panning. Also filter settings like frequency and resonance. CyDrums has multiple mute modes for flexible performance control. Hold mute and press a trackpad to instantly mute/unmute that track. In mute mode, you can mute/unmute multiple tracks at once. Hold OK while muting a track to keep it muted across pattern changes. There are 5 master effects, but let's check out Snip Loop. Snip Loop slices and loops your pattern for dynamic beats on the fly. First, turn the D knob all the way to the right. Use the A knob to adjust length, and the B knob toggles loop on and off. But you can also use the D-pad to directly select note divisions for loop length. Press OK to turn the loop on and off, so you can have fun tweaking it like this. For quick pattern switching, hold function while selecting a pattern, and it will switch instantly. Super useful for live performance. Mine auto returns after selecting a pattern, but you can keep pattern select open by turning off auto return in system settings. And that's a quick walkthrough of the basic workflow. Check out the manual linked in the description. Experiment with your own workflow and sound design tricks. Thank you for watching, and enjoy CyDrums.